Behind me is the prestigious École de Beaux-Arts here in Paris, which for centuries banned women from studying. But these days, it's a very different story, with the majority being women students.
In Hélène Delprat's art class at the École des Beaux-Arts, there are as many women as men. There's no gender divide between the painters and the painted, nor are these students afraid to interrogate gender through their work. It's a distinctly discrimination-free environment.
We're all pretty young. We all want to prove ourselves. We're all groping around for answers, trying to find ourselves. I think it's the same for girls and boys.
Her teacher agrees. As a female artist, she's never experienced any gender-based adversity.
No, I've never had that problem. Probably because I've never made a huge deal of my gender. I've said whatever I've had to say. I've done whatever I've wanted to do. But I've never insisted on my sex either way, or indeed my so-called feminine qualities.
But women haven't always been welcome here. Founded at the beginning of the 18th century, renowned artists including Carpeaux, Ingres and Garnier passed through its doors. But it was only in 1897 that women were admitted to this temple of fine art scholarship.
They
said it was all about money. That's often the explanation people gave. They said they'd need a larger budget to be able to open the university to women. And then there's the matter of what was considered proper behavior. It was very hard for people to accept that young women would be sharing classrooms with their male counterparts, sitting together in front of naked life models.
At first, just one workshop was open to women, and they couldn't be around when the men were, an attempt to avoid impropriety. Male models, meanwhile, had to cover up during life-drawing classes when ladies were present. Only after the war did classes become mixed, and during the 60s that women began to thrive.
It's impressive to see just how many women started using video, photography, performance. They were relatively new modes of self-expression. All that weight of tradition, of patriarchal history wasn't so present, wasn't making itself quite so heard.
These days, the School of Fine Arts has more female students than male. After 5 years of studies, 23-year-old Leila has just received her degree. She's excited about what the future holds.
I want to be recognized as a woman, as an artist, both at the same time. I think we need to proclaim that desire loud and clear.
At art school, gender is no longer a barrier to success. Women here are intending to make their presence known not just in France, but across the world.